Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back and I just thought this time I would come back with a video that's going to be a little bit more helpful for you guys. Explain a little bit about food sensitivities and food allergies, sensitivities or intolerances and the difference between them. I'm going to explain a little bit more about my own experience with my struggles with certain foods and allergies and medical conditions I've had as a result of what I've eaten. And I'm also going to show you some results that I had taken, an allergy test if you want to call it that, or a food sensitivity or intolerance test that I've taken, and show you my results. That's what I'm going to do for this video basically. So this is exciting guys, because I like to share this knowledge with people, because at the end of the day, when I figured out all of this stuff, I was like, okay, cool, do you know what, this is cool. You know, figuring it out, researching it and doing it is a whole different thing. Okay, so I'm going to show you basically my results. This is basically the grid. So as you can see on my sheet, I'm going to make sure you can see this. As you can see on my sheet, the ones that are red are the ones that have basically indicated that there's a very high risk of a reaction. Yeah, it's come up red for wheat and barley, and then it's come up red for pollen. So those are my reds. So basically for those red ones, they suggest that you eliminate or avoid for up to 2 to 3 years in order for you to overcome this allergy, basically, potential allergen. Then the next category is the orange. The orange is basically the moderate reaction, and this is a possible allergen also. The other one, so the red is potential, and the orange that they're saying is basically a possible allergen. And the orange ones they're saying to avoid for 3 to 6 months. So as you can see on my sheet here, the red one, the ones that are orange, within the fruit category, all of my fruits came up fine except from raspberry. So it's saying raspberry is one of the fruits that I should eliminate or avoid eating in general. There's also underneath the beverages, alcohol in general is orange, and this is obviously you know, based on the DNA that they took from my hair. So you can see on this section here, orange, underneath the category of vegetables, all of my vegetables will come up really fine, except from tomato and aubergine, which I find is really interesting because, you know, as a vegetarian, I would think that you know, all fruits are good and then nothing was going to happen. But it does say here, the orange, the tomato and the aubergine are two of the ones that, you know, I have a possible moderate I can have a possible moderate reaction to. And then the last category for the oranges is here, underneath the category of caffeine, cola and chocolate have come up, and it says basically that these are a moderate reaction and that these should be avoided up to 3 to 6 months. And then the yellow ones basically have come up on this test. The yellow ones, so in the first category here that you can see, it's dairy. Dairy has come up in general, the category in general has come up yellow, and that includes obviously things like cheese, milk, yogurt. And the yellow ones are basically low risk allergens, but they suggest that you avoid a high quantity or frequent consumption of them. So I guess you could have them every now and then, maybe like once a week have eggs, but not every day, twice a day, blah blah blah, or many eggs at once. Then in the citrus and fruits category, I think it's quite a common thing with people with eczema like me, that you shouldn't have too many citrusy fruits because there's so much sugar in them and they're so citrusy that they can almost cause an irritation because they're acidic, and you know, they're just very they're very powerful, they're very strong, so they're just in general they could cause reactions. So the citrus fruits mix, including things like grapefruit, lemon and lime, orange and tangerine, they've come up with a yellow reaction. On the opposite side here we've got the nut mix. In general it says to avoid nuts. I hate nuts anyway, so that's not something that I'm going to be upset about at all. I just get really pissy when people make food and just sprinkle nuts on the top. I just think, if you just put that on the side, I could have had that, but now you sprinkled basically poison all over my food and I can't eat it. So That really pisses me off sometimes. But yeah, nut mix, that's including almonds, Brazil nut, hazelnut, walnut, pistachio, sesame, all of those things, these kind of nuts. Basically don't overdo it. It also has come up sweeteners, fructose, which in general is just not a good thing to have. You know, so not sweeteners, fructose is not good for you. So I'm not surprised that you would react to something like that. Sorry, perfume and fragrance. That has come up with a possible allergen. Basically, don't overdo it. Or my thing would be, if you've got eczema, don't spray it on your eczema. Obviously, spray it on your clothes instead of your skin. And then I think I've got one more down the bottom here, allergens, and that is dust mite. So basically, there's this difference. So there's a food intolerance and a food sensitivity. Is basically when you're taking a test and it indicates that there may be a possible reaction to this from the indications in your DNA. It doesn't mean that you definitely have an allergen. It means that in the future it's possible that you may accumulate an allergy to this item. So if it says, for example, eggs, it's saying you might have an intolerance, or what it's saying is that you shouldn't overdo these products, you shouldn't eat too much of these products because your body doesn't tolerate them very well. What I will do is I'm going to put some links below, I think, just to some information that I found online that explain allergies a little bit more, food intolerances, food sensitivities, and allergic reactions. I'll put some links below so you can just quickly have a quick look up and see what it is, and a bit more about maybe the elimination diet. And I'd like to link below as well also a book which is called The Plant-Based Diet for Dummies, and it's available on Amazon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to link that for you guys, and yeah, I'm going to link that for you guys so you guys can have a look at it or buy it if you want to try this. I would really encourage you to try it. I feel so much better from trying a vegan diet, a plant-based diet. But like I said to you, I'm a vegetarian. I'm transitioning as I'm speaking to you right now. I'm transitioning, I'm figuring out things. I'm figuring out what I should and should not eat. I'm still trying to figure things out. And you know, I'm not perfect, but what I do know is that this is very serious. It's not a thing to be joking about. You can get very sick if you don't take this, if you don't acknowledge it, basically. If you don't acknowledge it and you just think all of it's nonsense. I wouldn't wish anything on anyone, but I'm just saying that it's so important. And you just feel better. Just try it. You feel so much better. I'm not saying convert, I'm just saying try something, see about something, investigate, research a little something. And nowadays you can do your own research on things like Instagram or Facebook if you don't want to read huge books or read loads of articles on the internet. So I'd really suggest that you try the plant-based diet or the elimination diet just for a little while, just see how you get along. And I would love for you guys to write below in the comments, please, because I really want to hear from you guys. Or if you got any questions, you want me to research anything for you, you got any questions, or you just want to find out about something, you want to ask me more about my medical conditions, which is basically asthma, hay fever, eczema, rashes, hives, or about my experience with or anything that I react to, or any foods that you think you might be allergic to, you want to talk to me about it, please write below. If you want another video like this as well, I can always do another one. Just let me know. But I hope that this has helped somebody. And yeah, this has been a fun one, guys. It's been a really good one. So yeah, just let me know in the comments. Please write back, and I will see you in the next one, guys.